From 2018 to 2020, 11 employment pass and S-pass holders working in the Infocom technology, the ICT industry, were found to have submitted false qualifications to the MOM. Their work passes were revoked and they were permanently barred from working in Singapore. All employers have the primary responsibility to ensure the authenticity and the quality of their candidates' qualifications when submitting work pass applications. MOM also conducts additional checks by screening the qualifications submitted through our database of institutions. This database is reviewed regularly through our scan of open source reports and research from third-party screening organizations. For applications containing qualifications from institutions that is not in our database, we require employers to submit verification proof from third-party screening organizations to ensure that the qualifications submitted are accredited. And we will reject applications containing fake or unaccredited qualifications. MOM takes a firm stance against foreigners who submit false qualifications to fraudulently obtain work passes. Besides revocation of work passes and debarment from employment in Singapore, we may also prosecute offenders for false declaration under the Employment of Foreign Manpower Act, which carries a fine of up to $20,000 or up to 2 years imprisonment or both. Thank you.
May I know whether the MOM will, how fast could MOM actually expedite to actually screen all these so-called non-accredited result slip or submitted? Whether can MOM also elaborate whether would they review to actually, their process to pick up all those cases faster? Thank you.
At MOM, we use a predictive fraud model, and we stratify the academic institutions according to different levels of risk. For the highest risk, we require the employers to submit, as I've alluded to earlier on, a third-party verification proof from a third-party screening organization as part of the work pass application process. These verification agencies have been pre-assessed by MOM and they are listed on our MOM website. If there is no verification proof that confirms that the diploma and the degree qualifications declared are genuine, the application will be rejected. Now, of course, then there are those on a lower risk and those that are medium risk. At different categories, we have a different response mechanism. I hope that answers your question. Thank you.
When MOM classifies educational institutions by risk, what is the basis for that classification? Is it that certain educational institutions are deemed to be sort of less reputable or less well accredited, and therefore they're deemed to be high risk, and therefore third-party verification will be required by the employer? And if so, then what is the assurance that lower risk institutions may not also be subject to fake educational credentials? For example, someone may fake a degree from a well-known or reputable university. So what is the assurance in those cases? So my SQ is really, what is the basis for this risk tiering? Thank you.
For accreditation checks, we have actually maintained a database over the years as we screen the qualifications whenever employers submit the respective to be hired employees' qualifications. So over the years, as we built the database itself, we have within our system itself, and also we compare them with a database from third-party verification agencies that we work closely with. And I have also said earlier on that the list of these third-party verification agencies are available on our website. So through the years, we've built that. We use a combination of data analytics. We screen them, and from that, we then ascertain a risk stratification strategy in which we match some of these, in fact, all of these applications when they come to us through this database that we have. To your point about those from accredited universities, or even some of them Ivy League universities, and whether they can fake these degrees itself, we do have, from time to time, verification, independent checks, where we actually check with the university concerned. Obviously, we don't do this on 100% of all applications that's submitted, but based on our predictive analytics, when we find that there is reason for us to have, and we do have a very high index of suspicion, we then activate this other route where we actually call them for independent checks. Thank you.